Good morning then, and welcome to the tight and twisty Ricardo Tormo circuit in Valencia. It's the title decider between those two young men. Fabio Quartararo on the factory Yamaha needs a miracle really in many respects, doesn't he? 23 points adrift of red-hot title favourite Pecco Bagnaia on the factory Ducati going into tomorrow's decisive and title-deciding 27-lap Motul Grand Prix of Valencia here. It's time for MotoGP. The man who takes provisional pole early on here in Valencia is Martin. He leads it with a 1:29.621. That is by a country mile, the best time we've had of the weekend so far. That's 3/10, exactly 3/10 quicker than Jack Miller's best time in FP3 this morning. Jorge Martin then takes our final pole position of 2022. Congratulations to him on the Prima Pramac Racing team. It's a hat-trick of poles to end the season for the Martinator. Jack Miller completes the front row despite a late crash for him at turn 2. This is Bagnaia then just building up temperature in that new soft rear tyre fitted to that Ducati GP22. Of course, the individual glory up for grabs for Bagnaia tomorrow. Ducati going for the Triple Crown. They're already constructor and team champions this year. Pecco Bagnaia on course for the MotoGP World Championship. His big race will go from 8th place on the grid. This is a big twitch there, wasn't it? You can see how hard Quartararo is pushing that Yamaha to its absolute extreme limits.
He was accelerating so hard out of the turn, which is what we're about to see now as he's accelerating, but he was also trying to pull it right, but the front wheel was off the ground, hopping off the ground, so bulldozing straight ahead, then gripping, and that's what made it shake like that.
Fabio Quartararo was on course for 4th place on this lap.
Marquez's bikes, the new, what I call the new chassis, meaning what we saw the last couple of races, he's had to try on one side of the garage. That's gone, kind of like we saw in Malaysia. It looks like he prefers the older style that he started the season on, so both bikes have that chassis now.
Marc Marquez and experimenting on those two different chassis. Marc Marquez just off the back there of Jorge Martin, wasn't he? Repsol Honda's Marc Marquez, he's climbed off his sickbed. He was really poorly yesterday, Marc Marquez, to take second.
Joan Mir, special helmet designed for him this weekend. Of course, it is an emotional weekend for the Suzuki team. It's a homage to his crew that took him to the 2020 World Championship. A special memory for Joan Mir at this circuit on what will be a poignant weekend for the factory Suzuki team.
Rins 5th. Maverick Vinales is yet another victory.
I think he's joined the
Turn 4 club. You can see how hard Maverick Vinales is pushing on that factory Aprilia. Talk about chucking that Aprilia on its side aggressively coming through turn 10. Great action there from Maverick Vinales, who was the quickest man in our earlier Q1 session. Vinales 6. Brad Binder sensational on the factory KTM up inside the top 3.
Look at Binder on that new chassis.
Yeah, Brad Binder, superb by him.
One of the stars of this morning's session has to be this man, Brad Binder, 3rd fastest for KTM.
Hi, it's Jorge Martin here. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to keep up to date with future content.